to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WLAP TV16, the news station. Now, Nolan, Johannes, Harch, Jack Holland in Skycam 16, meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Tim Carlson's sports. This is Newswatch 16 update.
State police in parts of the Poconos say a few roads may be slipped tonight because of the snow that fell in the mountains today. As Night 8 reporter Joe Ducey says, the difference between the mountains and the valleys is like night and day.
If you spent the day in the valley, rain is all you've seen. It hasn't been cold enough to change into anything else. But believe it or not, that's not the case just 30 miles from here.
Here in Holmesdale, it's a different story. It's been snowing all day. It looks like about 2 to 3 inches of the white stuff on the ground, and it's still coming down.
The more snow that comes down, the more George Piercy likes it.
I love the snow, and I just love being out in it. I've always been an avid person of the outdoors, and I just like being out in it. It's an adventure, you might say, an experience, a challenge.
For 20 years now, Piercy has been challenging himself. He makes a little money plowing, but most of it is just to help friends.
Not enough of it. What was that? That's a lot of snow.
As soon as it snows, you'll see Harlan Brown out clearing the sidewalks. It takes him a little longer. He does it the old-fashioned way. This is the second real snow for Holmesdale, and so far the people here say it's the heaviest. That's good news for Jerry Land.
It keeps the people around the area, keeps them in town, and they're afraid to go up over the mountain, and we have a pretty good day of business.
He's had one of the best days of the Christmas shopping season. But the snow wasn't such good news for the Holmesdale Ambulance Company. The slick roads caused a crash involving one of its 2 ambulances. No serious injuries, but some needed repairs on the ambulance. Back to the Grand Wilkes-Barre area. If you think all the snow missed you, the forecast calls for something different. Joe Ducey, Newswatch 16 in Holmesdale.
Coming up, getting ready to welcome home Hudson Creek.
Why it may cost you more to catch a cab. Plus, a little later, Escape from the Update Video Zoo. We'll show you who slipped away from home as Newswatch 16 Update continues.
Burlington Coat Factory. What a great place for men's clothing, too. Everyone knows Burlington is the place to go for raincoats and outerwear, but their men's clothing and furnishings are terrific. They have the same name brand, the same quality as the finest stores, but Burlington's prices are lower. The newest shirts, sweaters, slacks, sport jackets, warm-up suits with the famous labels, and savings that are hard to beat. Burlington Coat Factory. It's a lot more than just coats. I make sure only the best cuts of Table Right Choice meat go here, so you can be sure only the best goes on your family table. And save on Nestle 7-Sweet Morsels, 12-ounce package of $1.79. Northern Bathroom Tissue, 4-roll pack, 99 cents. And Coca-Cola Diet Coke Cherry Coke, 2-liter bottle, 99 cents. Table Right meat, a great meal every time.
Eugene Hassenford says he thanks God he'll be able to spend the holidays at home with his family in Wisconsin instead of inside a Nicaraguan jail. Hassenford is expected to arrive in Wisconsin later tonight. He and his wife appeared before reporters in Miami this afternoon. Hassenford would not talk about his experiences in Nicaragua. The American who was convicted of supplying weapons to the Contra rebels was released yesterday. Doctors say CIA Director William Casey is in stable condition after being operated on for a cancerous brain tumor. Casey was in surgery for 5 hours today at Georgetown University Hospital, and doctors say he should eventually recover well enough to go back to work at the CIA. Congressmen who've been holding hearings into the Iranian arms scandal say they still have a lot of questions to ask Casey. The doctors say they'll have to wait until Casey is released from the hospital.
Uncle Sam is buying some buses for Lackawanna County. Colts, the bus system run by the county, will receive $3 million from the federal government. The money will be released tomorrow, and we're told it'll pay for 15 new buses, other equipment, a new maintenance truck, and even help pay Colt's operating expenses for next year. If you travel by taxi in Scranton, get ready to pay more for the ride. The State Public Utility Commission has given the okay to 3 taxi cab companies based in the city to hike their fares. Beginning tomorrow, Red Top Cabs, the Scranton and Dunmore Yellow Cab Company, and the Public Service Taxi Company will be allowed to charge an extra 30 cents for the first mile. That'll make the total fare for the first mile $1.70. The PUC says it's also okay for each company to charge another dime for each additional mile.
There's now a statewide law that your dog or cat must have a rabies shot every 3 years, and if not, you face a $300 fine. Newswatch 16's Melissa Sanders found veterinarians disagreeing about how effective 3-year shots really are.
When it comes to guarding your pets against the rabies virus, Dr. Grace Church of Washington is a supporter of a 3-year vaccine. He says it would allow a pet owner to comply with Pennsylvania's new law and still feel at least somewhat protected, since he says no vaccine is foolproof.
I feel confident with the recommendation of the Food and Drug Administration, which is that the vaccine is valid for 3 years.
The FDA says, okay, this vaccine is good for 2 years. We know it only protects 65 and maybe 70% in that third year, but we'll still put our approval on it. The general public doesn't know that.
Dr. Bob Martin of Lewisburg believes in immunizing pets every 2 years with a 3-year vaccine for an extra boost.
Most states that require rabies vaccinations require it yearly, no matter what type of vaccine is being used.
Already, both vets say they're getting a lot of calls from pet owners who want to make sure they're in compliance with the new law.
I think that $300 fine is quite a heavy load to bear for the public, and I think they're concerned about that.
Dr. Tripp says they fixed it.
Rabies is of epidemic proportions in the United States, particularly in Pennsylvania now, and it's moving this direction.
Still, Dr. Martin doesn't think the new law is the answer to ending the rabies outbreak.
What about the little elderly lady who lives in a high-rise and has a cat? Never sees the light of day. She's going to be inconvenienced to get the vaccine and the expense of it.
The truest test of the 3-year vaccine is simply come if your pet is exposed to rabies. Melissa Sanders, Newswatch 16, Lewisburg. Let's see the larger town park where hopefully it's an end to the messy weather.
Yeah, some snow, some rain, a lot of mess, and what's
Well,
next?
guess what?
What?
The storm is over.
Hooray.
It is, no doubt about it. When we come back, I'll show you where it's really coming down tonight. Now, you're watching Newswatch 16 Update on WNEP TV, and we're proud to serve Watsontown and all of Northumberland County. I guarantee you will be satisfied.
That's Carl Schaefer of Arcade Furs, continuing his celebration of 55 years in the business with a fantastic sale on Cat-Link furs. Beautiful Cat-Link furs available in your size because everything at Arcade Furs is custom fit. Arcade Furs transforms raw skins into a finished product. By eliminating the middleman, Arcade Furs saves you thousands of dollars. Visit Arcade Furs now for the special selection of Cat-Link furs, 6 miles south of Wilkes-Barre in Alden.
The best deal of your life. Give this man his first blue pair. Blue pair right from Canada.
This is incredible.
Told you. Great deal.
We've heard part of the good news. The storm is over. Let's see what's next, Tom.
Okay, Nolan, thank you. Well, we've got some sunshine coming in next on the Weather Watch, but tonight in the backyard, just a few snow flurries falling now. We had just over 1/2 inch of rain here today. 1 inch of rain fell down in Allentown, and the heaviest snowfall was restricted to the very highest elevations today, above 1,500 feet. And we begin tonight on the Weather Watch down in Steep Hill County, where George Baylog down in Centralia didn't have any snow there today, just some rain and 30 degrees now under cloudy skies. The Jean Sebastian Alley, Weather Watcher at Music Lake, elevation 2,100 feet, measured 8.5 inches of snow tonight in her front yard. It's over now, just cloudy up there. And in Grover, Jesse Herman has 32 degrees, and he says it's cloudy over Bradford County tonight. And tonight's holiday house is all lit up, and it is the Lester Miller residence along North Cortland Avenue in East Stroudsburg, Monroe County. Now the temperature in our backyard is 35 degrees. The humidity 82%. The wind now has shifted, coming in from the northwest at 14, and the barometer is at 29.74. Still quite low, but it's holding steady now. Okay, the range in temp 39 and 37 today here, 68 and 6 below. Records for the date, windy, only 22 for the high 1 year ago. Now, tonight's satellite view, look at that big storm off the east coast tonight, and we see here that, here we are in Pennsylvania. This line here, the brighter shade, indicates the back edge of the heavy and steady rain and snow at the south. And the storm center, which has been developing all afternoon, is now south of Long Island, heading slowly out to sea. Very heavy rain along the coast of New England tonight, but inland across the mountains, very heavy snow, and it's really coming down now at Glen Falls, New York, at the rate of about 2 inches an hour, and it's up to 12 inches on the ground up there tonight. And so they may end up with something like 15 inches before this storm system moves slowly out to sea. Looking to the west, well, drifting snow flurries now over Pennsylvania. You see a few blowing by now in the backyard. No accumulation of balance of tonight, just a few off and on flurries. Slightly colder air coming in, but no big drop in temperature tonight, but some drier air is coming. And so for tomorrow, it'll be an improvement. With the sun breaking through the clouds, a few morning flurries, but they should dissipate as we see increasing amounts of sunshine as we go tomorrow. Pleasant Mount 36 tomorrow, where there's some snow cover. Pittston 40, Orisburg about 43 degrees, Washington 43, Canton close to 40, a northwest wind tomorrow. Really kind of chilly, gusting to 20. Snow flurries tonight. I don't anticipate any driving problems tomorrow, except with a heavy snowfall today in the elevations of northeastern Pennsylvania. Partly sunny tomorrow. The weekend looks good. Sunny to partly cloudy both days, and temperatures 35 to 40. Meteorologist Brian Ozell will be in tomorrow night, and I'm going to take the day off.
Oh, I just
Have a good time.
Thanks.
Still had good reason to raise the rent.
But next, Tim Carlson on the Sports Watch with high school wrestling and basketball scores and highlights, and Jack Morris making a pick for Yankee owner George Steinbrenner.
Don't be a crab. Instead, come to Vicmar's restaurant in Edwardsville and enjoy seafood at its finest. Sunday through Thursday, Vicmar's offers the all-you-can-eat special. Mix or match, fresh shrimp, fried clams, hard-shell crabs, or fried shrimp, served with golden fries and coleslaw. The Game here with great low prices for your holiday season. Entire stock, men's, board and dress shirts and sweaters for $9.88. Ladies' cotton turtlenecks from $5.88. $5.88 for men's regular weight flannel shirts. And a special selection of Gaetano Junior Mickey fashion denim jeans, only $12.88.
After weeks of training, some Scranton area mentally handicapped students gathered for a Special Olympics volleyball tournament today. Over 100 players competed on their team at the West Scranton Intermediate School. It's all part of an ongoing effort to create a spirit of participation and competition among these young students.
Oh, that's nice. Well, Tim, this may have the answer to the Yankees' pitching problem.
Not me. I don't have the answer.
Well,
I would never try to find an answer either, Karen. You know that. But the Yankees may be close to signing free agent pitcher Jack Morris to a contract. The former Detroit Tigers pitcher, who's now a free agent, met with Yankees owner George Steinbrenner in Tampa, Florida today. During the meeting, which also included Morris's agent Dick Morris, Morris offered to sign a one-year contract with the Yankees if Steinbrenner allowed an impartial arbitrator to set the salary.
Study over. As I said earlier, I'm not going to be put to a deadline, but in fairness to Dick and Jack, who want to move on to talk to some other teams, if we don't reach agreement, I'm going to try to move as expeditiously as I can.
Morris was 21-8 last season for the Tigers and has vowed not to return to Detroit this season after contract negotiations with the Tigers came to a recent standstill. The high school basketball schedule on the light side tonight as they get ready for a big Friday night. A couple of scores to toss out, so let's look at them right now. First of all, in the Schuylkill League, it was Minersville over Blue Mountain, 53-38. Freeland beat Williams Valley, 70-64. It was Marion Catholic over Panther Valley, 70-65. Shenandoah beat Weatherly, 68-57. Tamaqua over Monoy area in overtime, 59-57. And one postponement of two, Dunmore and Holmesville, and the Lackawanna Trail tournament. Top 20 college basketball tonight. Let's take a look at those scores. Just one to tell you the truth. Number 6 Auburn over Augusta tonight. The final was 89-66. And turning to the pro hoops, Just a few games. New Jersey over the Knicks, 94-93. It was Chicago 97, Indiana 88, and Milwaukee over Atlanta 104-95. A ton of high school wrestling around the area tonight. All the scores coming up right after we take a look at two strong clubs going at it. This is Berwick and Myers, 126-pound class. Defending state champion Tim Casey's Myers gets 2 back points and goes on to defeat Berwick's Junior Lawat 10-3. Myers up 12-6 in the match. 2 matches later at 138. It's Bob McFadden of Myers. He finished third in state last year. He gets 2 points over Berwick's Evan Miller on the takedown and goes on to win by major decision at 13-4. Now let's go to 145. It's Sam Vesic for the Mohawks against Fran Ewells for the Bulldogs. Vesic comes through with a great move and gets the pin with 51 seconds left in the match. That made it 25-10 Myers, and they go on to win 35-17. Now let's go to the high school wrestling scoreboard, the Flaxseed scoreboard coming up. Division rival meeting at the Spectrum in Philly tonight. The Flyers and Islanders. Philly blew them out. Dave Poland right there in front scores. Then Ilka Sinisano scores right in front for the goal right there. And the Flyers win the fight, and they win the game. If we take a look at the NHL scoreboard, boys, will be boys. Flyers over the Islanders 9-4. Hartford beat Boston 6-5. Minnesota over Toronto 6-5. And in the third period, Winnipeg and St. Louis at 3-3. Fishing game forecast for tomorrow. Back tomorrow except for the preview of the big weekend of college basketball that will be going on at the University of Spring. I'll have faith Yankee fans. Jack Morris, I think will be a Yankee by tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Go ahead, swiveling for prize in the shower.
But first, let's check out tonight's winning lottery numbers.
Lots of bread and butter people.
It's only chicken, bread and butter. Oh, no. It's crazy. A lot of you call bread and butter people. Which means grown-ups have a lot of it. Hey, guys, you want some fun on me? What did I tell you?
5 glasses of bread and butter pickle. Tang you with just a hint of sweetness.
It's a lot of does it again.
Hand-picked quarters.
It's new.
The touch of Western beef.
It's a grand opening.
Fresh bacon seafood.
It's exciting.
Old-fashioned bakery.
It's a grand opening.
Homemade hot food.
It's unique.
Fresh rice jelly.
It's more than a supermarket.
It's the grand opening of Enchiladas at the new Country Club Shopping Center, Route 309, Potomac Highway, near the Dallas High School.
Stop it and see us. We know you'll say,
Enchiladas does it again. Yingling was brewing premium beer back in 1956, in 1919, in 1860, and all the way back to 1829. 5 generations of the Yingling family have been helping America quench her thirst for over a century and a half. What a tradition. What a great beer. Yingling, America's oldest, is still America's best. And that's a promise from Dick Yingling himself.
Finally tonight, the tale of a sneaky steak, or a sneaky sneak.
Sort of a great escape at the Newswatch 16-acre video zoo. It happened at this apartment building in New York City. It seems the owner of a boa constrictor is out of town, so the snake was able to sneak into the landlord's bathroom. Police say the landlord noticed the intruder as he was about to step into the shower.
On the edge of the bathtub, all the way across, his head in the toilet.
The landlord is okay, but it was apparently too much for the sneaky snake. Police had to take him to the vet. The doctor says the snake got sick because of something he ate. The landlord says he's just thankful it wasn't him.
No thanks.
And that is Newswatch 16 update for tonight.
Next, a special edition of Nightline. For the team, thanks for being with us.
Good night.